Hello friends, if you're new here, I'm Sully. Nice to meet you. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Hope you've been doing all right. I have been doing a lot. Today I've got a very special, very long overdue video for you, and that is a sketchbook tour. I know we've been looking forward to this for a long time. Happy to finally be delivering on this. And yeah, that's all I have to say right now. Grab a drink, maybe a sketchbook if you want to take some inspiration, or if you're just watching this while doing dishes or something, I do not blame you because that's what I do. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being you. I hope you enjoy, and let's get into it. Now, obviously, on top of making art, I do also sometimes record it and also obviously share it online. You can find me on Instagram and obviously here on YouTube. And I also have 2 other sketchbook tours that I've done in the past, and I'll put them up on the little corner here. So definitely check that out if you want to see what my past sketchbooks have looked like. This one is a Moleskine. It's like the 5.5 by 8.5 inch size. It is pretty decent paper. This is the same sketchbook as the one in my previous sketchbook tour. So pretty used to this paper. I have 1 large one I'm working on and also 2 smaller ones I'm working on. So yeah, the sticker on the front here is by Lee Ellickson. I think it was a nice change of pace to just have the 1 sticker on the cover this time instead of being bombarded with stickers. Both ways are cute. I just wanted to do something different. So let's just get into here. So on the first inside cover spread, I guess, I have the sticker that was on my water bottle for a long time, and it was just kind of getting beat up, obviously, so I figured I'd just put it into here till it can live the rest of its life in the sketchbook. I also have in case of loss, return to information, and these are some bookmark stickies. That way it was just a little bit more organized for when I was looking for inspiration within my own sketchbook for a certain idea. And then here in the bottom left corner is where I usually put my start and end date. Probably do that now. We were doing so well. But yeah, let's just get into the actual drawing pages. So first spread in the sketchbook is actually of a park nearby. It's really faint. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it very well. I had 100% intended to come back to this. I just didn't. And the first page / like first spread of the sketchbook is always like the most, I guess, daunting. So I figured I just wasn't gonna touch it again. This was on Earth Day. I went to the park for a little bit, and it was nice to just appreciate, you know, my local park, local scenery a little bit on that day. Next, we have some sketches of some original characters. This spread over here was dedicated to drawing Luna, which is obviously inspired by the moon. And then on this page, this is Jade. Jade is one of a few characters of a story that I'm trying to write, and I do develop a little bit in the sketchbook. So this is just a spread, silly little spread. Here I had gotten the Morpho book for Clothing Unfolds a little while ago, and so I figured I would break that out and just like practice a little bit. And I did use alcohol markers on this spread, so we've got a little bit of bleed back here, but no matter. It's just the, you know, sketchbook at the end of the day is a place to explore. Here we've got Usagi, we've got more original character drawing and just kind of some brainstorming sessions here on the side. I like to do that in my sketchbook too. Realize I've never really drawn doggies, never drawn any puppers, so thought I would give that a shot. And they're very cute. Maybe I'll actually draw something with dogs as the subject, because usually I go for animals like cats or frogs or ducks, just because those are my personal favorites. Definitely want to come back to this page and make this like an illustration sticker sheet of some kind, something like that. And this was me sketching out ideas for summer vibes. I did end up turning that into a sticker sheet. Here was May 30th. I did get a lot better at actually dating a lot of the spreads, not all of them, but I definitely want to be more conscious about that just for my own reference, and for when I share it with you all, you can kind of see exactly when it was that each drawing was made. And I also do love that like my sketchbook is very much a introspective kind of snapshot snapshot of what I'm into, what I'm doing, where I am maybe at the time that I drew that stuff. So the spread was after the Museum of Fine Arts. I had taken some videos and some pictures, and I just kind of drew 2 of my favorite paintings from there that I really enjoy the composition of. Try to simplify it kind of in my style. And honestly, I think I did a decent job. I just feel like I kind of ruined it with this color pencil, especially this like purplish one. But it's okay. We're allowed to make mistakes. Yeah, this was like some roof and some trees. Do like sketching and marker every once in a while. Very low effort and like low stakes type of situation I've got going on with my sketchbook. Is by no means ever intended to be fully finished artwork. If it feels like that, then that's cool. I like that when it happens, but that's never the actual intention with keeping a sketchbook. And it just relieves a lot of pressure that way. It can be ugly, it can be bad, and you don't have to really worry about it too much, you know? Here I was actually designing a character to go along with that Luna and Tierra characters, the Earth and the Moon characters. So this is Solana, or Sol for the sun, obviously. I did start recording a video. I actually recorded a video talking through my entire process of like how I came up with all these ideas, and in typical me fashion, it is just sitting in the drafts, all the footage. To this day, almost a year later, I still have not fully finished the digital artwork. It's like mostly there. I literally just need to finish like one hand and like some After Effects, like lighting. Yeah, maybe this will be the wake-up call to actually get it done. But then on the side, I actually was doing some warm-ups. So I do think that warm-ups are really essential for when you're going to be drawing a lot. You know, you just want to make sure your wrist, your fingers, your shoulders, your elbows, all your joints and everything you use to draw are nice and loose and warmed up and ready. And I wanted to practice a lot more with moving from my elbow and my shoulder rather than my wrist. So that's something that I'm still working on, and you know, definitely recommend you try that out too if you're an artist or anything of the like. So June 23rd is when I first started watching The Owl House, or around that time in June. And let me tell you, it quickly became an obsession. Love The Owl House at this very moment, waiting for the last episode that will end season 3. So kind of, you know, crying inside. But yeah, I love the characters. Love Luz No Seda. I also think it's so meaningful to me to have a character like Luz, or being a Dominican American character. I can relate to that very much. I relate to her experience and her feelings of just being kind of weird, and I don't know, Luz No Seda is everything that I needed growing up, and I'm just so happy to have a comfort character like this now that just represents me so well. But anyways, aside from all that sappy stuff, these are more characters. Kai and Lyra, if you've recognized them from last sketchbook tours, that's amazing. Thank you. I really find it interesting that there are people out there that actually like my characters that that came from my brain. I think that's pretty amazing. So yeah, these are just characters that have been around for a long time. So never get tired of drawing them, honestly, and kind of evolving them, and we'll see if they ever actually come to fruition. Ooh, I forgot I did this. So clearly I was practicing with expressions. Lyra was the subject, and this was from a character sheet by, I don't remember who it was, but I will put it on the screen still. I basically just drew what I saw from that expression sheet. So yeah, these are not all my ideas, but I'll definitely be incorporating them into the way I draw expressions. I think going from there, like just kind of picking out what it is about those facial expressions that represent what emotions. Yeah, this pretty much explains itself. I really love doing this in sketchbooks where it's like I'll put the finished item next to the very first sketch that inspired it. So I think this is really fun to look back at. If you like this sticker, this is a prototype version, but there are stickers of this, Sailor Moon, and actually all the other Planet Guardians, all the other Sailor Guardians in my shop right now. They are all vinyl stickers, and they're all very cute and very durable and very vibrant. I'll do this sometimes when I realize that I've skipped a page, or like I had intended to come back to the page and then I never did. I just wasn't really feeling like filling this in, and I really love this side of the page. I think that's a really cute first expression sheet type idea. Yeah, I just filled this with some stickers I had lying around, and it does the job. Hey, it's still my art and I think it counts. I love this page. I love their poses, and I was definitely looking at a photo of like 3 people for the poses, so that's where I got that inspiration from, but I think that the poses just match them so well. So yeah, hopefully I can turn this into an actual illustration. This is very much giving like cover art, like comic cover art vibes, or like concept art vibes. So I think that'd be cool to explore, come back to. Okay, really quick. This page is literally my favorite in the entire sketchbook. No lie. Because this was September 18th. We're in September now. And I was at a market. This is me usually. This is basically the premise. I do not wish to be perceived. This is me usually. And then I literally put myself in my shop in front of many people to look at my stuff and look at me, obviously, because it's me, and then I become perceived, and I just think it's very ironic. I guess you gotta put yourself out there if you want to meet people, sell things. The next few pages are some Inktober planning that I definitely failed at doing, as I fail at pretty much every year. I don't think month-long things are for me, honestly, but these are all ideas that I can definitely come back to, even outside of Inktober, obviously. And I did get to do a couple of them, which were pretty cool. I also did a lot of thumbnailing, which was nice. Nice to always improve on that skill and kind of like elaborate on multiple ideas. Here we've got Ruby and Lapis. They were in this spread too, but I think that might be the first time they showed up here, honestly. Yeah, this is Lapis, Ruby, and Jade. My Fire Witch, Water Witch, and Earth Witch, respectively. And they are basically the first 3 characters that you meet in this color witch, hue witch story. And this is a character that is not yet revealed. Here we've got just more concept planning, idea brainstorming type situations. And I also worked on a little bit of their actual like outfits. So I want them to have obviously casual outfits that they wear day to day, but also ritual outfits, like witch ritual outfits, and as well as maybe some combat outfits. Definitely trying to level up my concept game on some fashion aspects too. And then once in a while I've got spreads like this where my sketchbook just becomes a journal, and that's okay too, because this is very relevant. Let me just say, this is the first time I've ever drawn like a horse body for real, and like not even looking at a reference. I was just guessing from my brain, and it's not that bad. I'm gonna boast about that because that is an incredible feat, I think, in my opinion, to just be able to whip out a horse from my brain. This is another instance of the original sketch, and that got turned into a product, which I think is really neat. Grays on the sticker came out a lot darker than I intended, but otherwise it still looks really cool, and the concept is, I don't know, just really interesting to me. This is also available in my shop too if you are interested. If you didn't know, I also do make tie-dye with my partner Zach, and like to plan out sometimes, but we also like to go with the flow, and you know, we know what sells. At this point, we've sold quite a few tie-dye shirts, so we know what sells and what doesn't. Some more expression practice. I did take a lot of inspiration from Sailor Moon and Little Witch Academia for most of these faces, honestly. Those are two of my favorite anime that will honestly heavily influence the themes that I have in my story. Some more thumbnailing and also learning a little bit about fire spirits, fire deities. This is the only spread I think that I have a drawing like this that's sideways, but this was very situational drawing. She looks kind of like a bug here, so I don't like what I did there. I do think she looks funny, but I kind of messed up her nose. But otherwise, I really like this, and I think it's very telling of their personalities. Yeah, not too bad. This one's a really light sketch. I don't even know if you can see it, but hopefully you can. This is a pen sketch spread. I think it's very important to be doing pen sketch spreads. Just sketching with a pen really relieves a lot of the pressure to make things perfect because you just straight up can't erase. And I think just makes me a little bit more confident with my strokes, and I don't know, like I don't have to overthink too much. I just kind of draw what's in my brain and go from there. This is a pretty weird, this is a really weird spread. I think it's pretty interesting. I'm pretty sure I was at a cafe for these drawings. So yeah, we're pretty much at the end of the sketchbook. These last couple spreads I was literally doing just because I'm like, I'm done and I wanted to just move on. And my goal was to finish it before the end of 2022, but I had a few pages that just escaped me, so I figured just give it a shot. This is actually a self-portrait, and I guess technically so is this. And yeah, interesting couple different styles there. Don't really draw myself too often, maybe once a year at this point, just to update my profile picture in places. But I had gotten some mild liners and I was using those to color in some parts, and let me tell you, I really love them. I got one of every color now. And here is the last spread. Again, it is Jade, Ruby, and Lapis. I just thought that it was very fitting since I did do a lot of developing of them throughout the sketchbook, and they are pretty much the only thing that's been on my brain for the last 6 months, working on their story, working on developing them, and hopefully being able to eventually write a real comic about them. That has always been the dream growing up. Hopefully these characters will be the thing that keeps me going. That keeps me to actually complete that goal. I also love that the sketchbook always comes with a pocket. Right now, I've got This is my glasses prescription, so I'm going to take that out of here. I just got some prompt list ideas. This is when I went to the weekend concert. This is from the Museum of Fine Arts. And then I've got some sticker sheets that were partially used in the sketchbook that I'll probably take out of here and use in another sketchbook. I'll just slide these right on back in here. And yeah, that is my third completed sketchbook. I really hope you enjoyed because I enjoyed drawing the things in here, and the sketchbook has a lot of growth for me. So hope that was, evident. I noticed that in this sketchbook, I never put any goals. In the last two sketchbooks and in a couple other ones, I had put, what are my goals for the sketchbook? And this one didn't have any goals, but I think that's okay. So yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed this sketchbook tour. I do have another one that is coming very soon, since I do have a sketchbook here that is almost finished. I just have one more spread and one page. But aside from this sketchbook that is almost done, I also have that's like 9 sketchbooks that I have started. So yeah, it might take a while to get to the next sketchbook tour, so bear with me. But I know one day we'll be able to finish them. This is probably why I was never able to finish a sketchbook growing up, if I'm being very honest. We're at least done with this. This sketchbook was very fun and had a lot of growth for me, a lot of exploration. And so I'm very happy to share with you my little journey throughout this sketchbook. So, what did you think? Let me know down in the comments if you have anything that you want to, share, talk about. I'm always happy and always willing to chat a little bit down there. If you made it to the end of the video, leave a fish emoji in the comments so I know who's watching the whole way through. But yeah, that's all for today. Like I said before, there will be more sketchbook tours coming, more videos, maybe not necessarily studio vlogs because I'm so behind on those, so we'll see. But regardless, I hope to come back better than ever. And yeah, that's all for today. Stay creative, stay safe, and I'll see you next time, friends. Bye.